Hello everybody. So let us again continue with the previous session concepts what we were discussing with the Unix programming subject. So here actually we are discussing with the module 2 with the last chapter, that is essential shell programming. So in this chapter, in the last session actually we had discussed with a few of the concepts, that is starting from what actually this shell programming is and how we are going to interpret the shell commands in the shell script, and followed by next how you are going to interact with the user by providing the input from the user end for the shell script, and also what actually the shell script is, and followed by next we discussed with what command line argument. Okay, so in that command line argument we had discussed with what a positional parameters concept. So in the previous session, as I said, we had actually come across with a simple shell script, how it is going to be executed. So a simple shell script, what actually it consists of. So in the usually normal C program and all, we will be having a logical content which will be like a scanf function, printf function will be taken, followed by an operation which includes a logical statements, and any logical statements with the constructs also it will be included. So all these will be enclosed within the main function and with a header file in the initial beginning of the line. But here in the shell script, the each and every statement what you are going to write within the shell script is all about with the commands. So it consists of a set of commands or a collection of commands, and the beginning line of the shell always it will be have what the interpreter line. So that interpreter line what actually it says, so whatever the commands you are trying to execute within the shell script, so all those commands to be executed under that interpreter line, that is that interpreter line will get you the command that is completely in directory path where actually all this set of commands has to get executed. So that interpreter line is nothing but ash not equal to symbol with the user slash bin slash the shell representative. The shell representative here it might be bash, con, bon, or C shell or TCH shell. Okay, so these are the content what is there within the shell script. So followed by a simple shell script, I had shown how it will be executed with using a read command. So read is the one of the command which is basically used for what, reading the input from the user. Next we discussed with the positional parameters, that is command line argument. So in that command line argument we had discussed with this positional parameters. So what actually all these positional parameter represent. So $1, $2 all these represent a positional parameter, which means that whatever the command that is during the execution of a command, so the arguments what you are going to provide for the execution of that particular shell script in the command line. Okay, so that argument will be placed under this. Arguments will be placed under this. The command execution arguments will be replaced with $1, $2. So it will provided within this $1 positional parameter, $2 like that. So let me consider one simple execution of command. So if I am executing emp.sh file, okay, so this is one of the shell script, and as we know that even in the previous session I had explained how we are going to write a shell script. So shell script program can be written in any of the editor within the Unix operating system, so like VI editor, G editor, Pluma editor like that. So and all the files should be saved under the extension .sh. So here I am trying to have a emp.sh, that is employee shell script. So here if I give the argument any, it might be any argument. So if I have given the argument as what, the file argument which has to get executed with the name like Arun, or with one more argument like manager like this. Okay, so these two parameters, these arguments will be stored with the positional parameters $1 and $2. So this will be having $1 and this will be replaced with what, $2. So that is what this positional parameter $1 and $2 represent. Then what is this $ash represent? So this is going to let you the set of parameters. So how many set of parameters or the arguments you have provided. So the arguments I have provided here is 2. So that set count will be specified. Next $0, what does this do? So $0 will always have the command line name itself. So the command line here, the name of the command line is what, emp.sh. So all your script files within the shell program will be executed with the command, the file name what you have given. Okay. Next star. So this is going to let you the argument's name. So what and all the arguments you have provided. So the argument name here I have provided with Arun and manager. So that will be displayed by using this $star. Next $@ symbol, actually this is going to let you what? Each quoted string treated as a separate argument. So whatever the argument you have provided, so that will be stored under this $@ symbol. So this will show you the exit status of what? The exit status of the command, that is $?. Okay, next $$ and $not equal to will always get you the PID number of what? The program command. So PID number of, that is process ID of the current shell and the background job. So this will get you with the background job, PID number of the background job, and this is the current shell PID number. Okay, so this is what we had discussed in the previous session. So in the next topic within this is what? That is exit and exit status of a command. So as we know that each and every program, either it might be a C program or in the shell script, always it has to get terminated. So that termination of that particular program or the execution of that command or a program can be done by using the command itself within the Unix is exit, and in the C programming we are going to use what? Exit function. So in the shell we are going to use what? Exit, okay, or this exit. Okay, this is in Unix. Okay, in C we are going to use the exit function like this, right? So now let us, in this will be concentrated more in the coming sessions, but actually in your syllabus we do have only the exit, that is with respect to the Unix, but we don't have what with the C. So here if I consider this exit with respect to what Unix operating system, for execution of any command, execution of any of the script, that is the shell script, the termination will be provided the exit status by using this exit status. So if the exit of 0 if it is provided means after the execution of a program, then everything is fine, that is the execution of that particular program termination has been ended successfully without any error or the failure. Whereas if a non-zero value has been provided with any of the exit means, then something has went wrong, so it is providing with a value of non-zero value, that is exit 1. So now if I provide this execute, let me consider this one simple example here. So example $cat foo. So what actually it has been displayed? So if the foo file is already there within the directory means it would have displayed me with what? The content of it, of the foo, because cat command is basically used for what? For viewing the files of that file as well as for creating a file using a redirection operator symbol, right? That here we are using for cat command is used for what? Viewing the file, but it is displaying an error message saying that can't open the foo file, which means that it has returned with an exit status of non-zero value. So if the exit status of the command is non-zero value means or any failure has been occurred, then the command has not ended with the successfully, it has not been ended, but something has went wrong. Likewise, so what is the reason why it has went wrong? So here the foo file itself is not there, it is not existing, or foo file is missing in that directory. So this is what the reason why it is showing this error message, which this is always returned with what? Exit status of 1. So automatically this will be returned, so it will not be what? Explicitly shown on the terminal. Instead exit status will be returned to the shell prompt. So if it is 0 means obviously the command's execution has successfully went fine. So next within this parameter is what? $? So if I want to know the exit status of the command execution means, so that will be stored within the parameter, that is positional parameter $? So this is what $? does. So the $? parameter, that is positional parameter, so this is going to store the exit status of the command execution. So whatever the command execution you have done, so that will be stored within this $? or within that positional parameter. So as only I have written here, it stores the exit status of what? Last command. Next, last command executed. So next, so it is going to have the values of two values. Those values are 0 if the command is succeeded or the command execution is successful, and 1 or any other non-zero value means if it has occurred with the failure, and followed by if no exit status has been provided within the program or within the shell script means, then always the dollar parameter, that is this positional parameter dollar question mark, will be set to what? 0. So that is what this parameter represent, that is question mark, dollar question mark. Okay, so dollar question mark parameter, positional parameter, which is going to store the exit status of the last command which has been executed. Okay, so it represent with the two values, 0 and a non-zero value. 0 means if the command has successfully succeeded the execution, and 0, if a non-zero value either 1, 2 or any value means it has been failed. And if no exit status has been specified for a shell program means always dollar question mark or the exit status of that will be stored with the value of 0. So let me show you with one simple example of how this is going to work, and tell me the status of the exit status of that particular exit status of by using this dollar question mark. So let me consider one simple execution command for this, and no. So value of 0 if it succeeds, or if it fails means a non-zero value. So let me check out here. So grep. So grep command is used for what? So grep command is used for searching for a pattern within the existing file what you have given. So here I have given the pattern as what? Director with the emp.txt file. So in the emp.txt file the pattern director is there with the line of this. So of course it is going to get executed because that is there. Then I am redirecting the output of this command, that is grep command, to what? device/null. So what is this file or this particular directory path represent here? So this is one of the special file in the Unix file system in which it is going to, whatever the content you have redirected to this particular directory path, always it is going to ignore the output what you have redirected to that directory path, and always the file size will be showed as what? 0. Okay, so that is what the specification of this device/null directory path. So this is one of the special file within the Unix file system in which it is going to store a 0 byte file size within it, whatever the content you have redirected to that particular directory path. So it is going to ignore the output what you have sent to it, output file size byte will be ignored, and always it will show me what? 0. So if the command has been executed successfully, so you are echoing the statement, echoing what? Dollar question mark, that is positional parameter. So this is going to echo what is the value. So if the value is 0 means the command has been successfully executed. So obviously it will show me what? 0, which means that it is success. Likewise, if I have given grep followed by Arvind emp.txt, redirect the same to what? The special file, and echo dollar question mark. So what actually this is going to do? So this, it is going to search the pattern Arvind within the file emp.txt file. So within the file emp.txt file, Arvind pattern is not there, right? So this pattern is not provided. So again the content output is not going to execute, obviously it is not going to redirect anything, but I do have one more command which has been executing here. So that command is what? Echo dollar question mark. So this echo dollar question mark, what it does is it is going to store the exit status. So here the exit status of this command, since it has been failed, so a non-zero value will be displayed, that is 1. Likewise, if I have given grep, okay, followed by like this, if I have given means echo dollar question mark. So what actually this is going to display? So again it is going to search for Arun Raj in the file emp.txt. So that name is not there within the emp.txt. So obviously it is going to fail, and the value will be what? 2. So this is also failed. So this is how the positional parameter $? works in the Unix system. So it is going to store the exit status of the last executed command. Okay, so the last executed command here is what? $? So what is the status of that which has to get executed here? The last executed command here executed is grep. So this grep command value, it is unsuccessful, so it stores the value of non-zero. Here also it is unsuccessful, it is going to store the value of non-zero. Here it is success, so it stores the value of 0. So this is about what? The parameter $? So the next concept within this here is, after this, the logical operators. So logical operators and OR. For the logical operators, ampersand and OR pipeline. So this logical operator and OR, as we know that, so here in the Unix we do have a syntax. So within this it is going to provide with two conditional execution that allow the conditional execution with this two logical operators. So those two logical operators are and OR. So these two are going to work with what? Like if the command 1, okay, so if the command 1 and command 2, likewise command 1 with the pipeline command 2. So how it is going to execute with and OR here? So in the AND operator, logical AND operator, if the command 1, that is the command 1, if it is succeeded, then only it executes what? Command 2. So if this command execution is okay, that is if it is succeeded, then only it executes what? Command 2 with the logical operator ampersand. Likewise with the logical OR operator, if this command 1 fails, then only it executes command 2, right? So it is the reverse of this logical AND. So if this is going to be failed means, so this is going, sorry, command 1 is going to fail means command 2 gets executed. But here if the command 1 is executed, then only it executes what? Command 2. So that is what logical AND and logical OR operator within the Unix system works. So let me consider one simple example and show you how this command is being executed by using this logical AND and logical OR operator. Okay. So let me consider for the same emp.txt file, okay, with the grep command. So grep director emp.txt file, right? So emp.txt file with the logical. So this entire is one command. So this is command 1. Next echo, okay. So you have to, in the other side also you have to give what? One more command. So I am giving the echo command pattern found. So this has to get executed here. So how it is going to execute? So if this command 1, so this is one more command 2. So I am using the logical AND operator here. So here if this command 1 is successfully executed, then only it prints what? Pattern found message here. If not, it is not, it is going to return what? A non-zero value. So here grep director pattern is there, right? So within these two line director pattern is there. So it is going to search for those two pattern in the file emp.txt. So director pattern within this is present, right? And since it is going to execute successfully, then message will be printed using the echo command pattern found. So this is how logical AND operates. So if the same case, in the same case logical OR, how does it work? Grep let me take it as the name which is not there, Arvind, with emp.txt file, okay. Then OR operator I am using here, okay. So here it should what? Execute. Let me take it as echo pattern not found in emp.text file. So this is how it works. Okay. So if this a command fail, execution of the grep, if the command execution of the grep Arvind pattern, it is going to search in the file emp.txt. So in the emp.txt file I don't have what? Arvind name, or that particular pattern name is not provided here. So it is going to unsuccessfully, it is going to return the exit status of what? A non-zero value. So it is not going to execute the program, or what, this command will not get executed because that pattern itself is not there in the file emp.txt. So this is not going to get executed. Instead, the next command echo pattern not found in emp.txt file will, that message will get printed. So this is how logical AND and logical OR operator works in the Unix operating system. So and if command 1 gets executed, then only command 2 gets printed, or it will get executed. Whereas here reverse of this, if the command 1 its fail means, then only it is going to execute what? Command 2. So next is here within this, one of the conditional construct within this program or within this chapter is what? If conditional construct. So as I in the beginning of this session, as I said that we are going to understand with the different control constructs, right? So in that, one of the control construct is what? If here. So if conditional construct. Okay, so in this we do have what? The same syntax. Syntax is little bit different, but the concept of understanding with respect to what Unix is same as that of what? C. So if what it has been used, so it is going to use for decision making statements, right? So if one condition has been whatever the condition we have provided within that condition construct, so if that has been executed, or if it is successful, means the statement, first statement will get executed. If not, else statement will get executed, right? If not, we do have one form of using this if as if else statement, as in your C. Here also we do have the other form of using this as simple if statement or if construct. So if the condition get executed, the statement get executes whatever the statement I have given below that condition. If not, it will execute the next line what we have given. So this is one simple if form. Likewise, followed by we do have what? If else statement. Okay, else if statement. So that else if statement again in C also we had understood about this. So this else if statement is also one of the form of using within this Unix system programming. So let me write all those syntax of this if conditional statement here. So if, so this is for one of the form, if command, if followed by next you have to give command, then if the command is successful. So whatever the command I have given within this if construct, then execute what? The commands what you have given here. Else execute commands which you have given in the else statement. And always the ending of this else if statement should be with reverse of the if two letters, that is the reverse of this string if should be provided, that is fi. So if you have started with if then it should what? End with, the condition should get end with fi. So this is one form of using the command, that is if construct within the Unix. Likewise, we do have one more form. So this is form 1. Okay, sorry, this is form 1. This is form 1. Next, if command is successful, then execute command or commands, command or commands, then end if. So this is one more form of using the if statement. This is form 2. Okay. Likewise, we do have if command is successful, okay, then execute commands, okay, else if command is successful, execute commands. Likewise, else if close the if. Okay, so this is another form of using what? The if construct in the Unix. So these are the three forms of using what? If construct. So these are the three forms of using the if construct. So in the first form, simple if then else. In the second form, simple if statement, and in the last form, else if ladder, that is else if statement can be used even in the Unix Unix shell programming. Okay. So in the Unix shell programming, these are the three ways or three forms of using the if construct. So let me write one simple example of how to execute this simple if then else statement by using one of the form. Okay. So this is one simple example of what? Showing the if else statement here. So let me consider file name. I have given it as what? emp2a.sh. So the sh is the extension which you have to provide for any of the shell script when you are going to create it. Okay, so here the shell script emp2a.sh file. So within that, the first line, as I said, always the first line in the script should be the interpreter line. So the interpreter line is what? # not equal to bin. So under this directory path, all these commands will get executed here. So what actually I have given here, the first if condition statement in the, within the program is grep $1 emp.txt. So what is this $1? So as I said, while execution of the command of this program, for the getting the output of this command, I have to execute the command what? So for the getting the output of this, the execution command is what? The file name itself, that is emp2a.sh. So this is the execution command for executing the program emp2a.sh. So what actually I am trying to do here is I am trying to find a pattern from the file. So if the pattern is been found means, so the echo command will get executed. If the pattern doesn't found means, the else statement will get executed here. So here I have to provide a pattern, right? So which pattern I have to search from the file emp.txt. So here the file from the file emp.txt I am trying to search for the pattern, that is sales. Okay. So this sales will get stored in one of the positional parameter, that is $1. So that is what, so in the command line argument, so this we call it as what? Command line argument. Okay. So this command line argument, this command is going to accept one of the argument, that is sale here. So that argument will be stored in what? The positional parameter $1. So in that, so only here I have given it as what? $1. So once that argument has been stored in that, so whatever the argument I have given, so that will be stored with $1. So this is going to search this parameter what I have considered will be searched in the file emp.txt, and that will get redirected to what? device/null here. So device/null is one of the special file in which whatever the content you are going to try to redirect to that particular directory path or to that particular file. So it is going to store a non-zero, it is going to store with the block of 0 size byte. Okay. So and it is going to ignore the content of the output what it is having, and always it will show me the size as what? File size as 0 itself. So since here sales argument what I have given in the execution command line argument, it is there in the file emp.txt file. So it will execute the then statement, then echo command statement will get executed. So the command statement in the then is what? After if, then is after executing this command, if it is successful means then this statement get executed, that is pattern found, job over. It will get printed like this, pattern found, job over. So next time if I give one more argument, next time what I am trying to execute the same program with different parameter. Okay, so let me take it as Aparna. So here I have given the name as what, Aparna. It is going to check within the emp.txt file, so it will not there, since here that Aparna name parameter is not present in the file emp.txt file. So it is going to execute the else command statement. The else command statement here is what, echo command pattern not found. So here it will display me with what, pattern not found. Okay, so this is how the if conditional construct as working of this within the Unix system, sorry, Unix shell programming. So this is how a simple shell script for execution of what, simple if statement or simple if construct. So here we have taken for what, if and else. Okay, so this is about the if construct statement. So next is what, we do have two more that is expression within this. So if the condition placed within the command line of if, so whatever the condition I have placed here, so this condition, so whatever the condition have placed within this if command, so if I want to refer, so if these statements are referred as what, control command. So whatever the condition I have placed within this if construct, so we call it as what, control command. So if I want to evaluate the expression of this if condition, means I do have one of the expression operator which has been used. So in that one is what, test operator, and one more is what, this one. So both are used for what, evaluating the condition expression which has been provided within the if construct. So if I want to evaluate that condition expression what have given within the if condition or if command condition construct means, so then I am going to use these two evaluation expression or the operator. One is the test and the other one is with the square bracket. Okay, so here these two evaluates the if condition statement. So here this test has three categories, or this test operator expression is going to be evaluated in three ways. So one is for testing the number, and the other one is for testing the string, and the last one is for checking the file attributes. Okay, so for testing or verifying the file attributes. So these are the three ways of using this test operator in the if condition. Okay, so let me consider first one, that is test operator. Here how this is going to work. So as I've specified that test and this symbol, square bracket symbol, is used for what, to evaluate the expression within the conditional construct. So one of the conditional construct is what, if condition. So there are three ways of working this test operator. One is for comparing the two numbers, next is for comparing two strings or a null string itself, next is for checking for the file attributes. So this test operator, what it does is, so it is going to execute the condition expression or the evaluation expression what have given. So always it is either it returns true or false. So these are the two values which will be written by using these operators. So let me consider with the first one, that is numeric, that is two numbers. So how you are going to check the numeric comparison here. So numeric comparison, as we know that even in C program also we are going to compare the number by using few of the operators like relation operators, greater than symbol, less than symbol, equal to symbol, then what one more is less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. So here also in the Unix we do have that operators which can be used, but those operators are used with what, a string value, but there we are going to use the symbol itself, right, like greater than, less than in C. So in C we are going to use the operators like this, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, like this. But here in the Unix we are going to use the string values, so which is going to begin with an hyphen followed by EQ equal to, NE represent not equal to, GT represent greater than, GE represent greater than or equal to, LT represent less than, LE represent what, less than or equal to. So let me take one simple expression of showing how this operator works. Okay. So first let me consider that is of variables like $x, x variable, y variable, okay, and one more variable with z. Okay, so I have to consider these three values. Okay, so test $x is equal to $y. So you are testing now what? Whether the x variable is equal to the y variable. If so, echo what? Echo the conditions, whatever the statement exit status it is going to return. So I am going to returning the exit status of the command execution test. So whether $x is equal to $y, and always while using this operator, equal to operator in the Unix, so you have to provide a space before the X string and after the string EQ. Okay, so here a space has to be provided before and after this EQ operator, that is equal numeric operator. So here x is not equal to y, so what is the status of this command? It is going to display a non-zero value with 1. Okay, likewise next $test, $x is greater than $y, no, right. So again it is going to return the non-zero value of an exit status. Likewise next $test is less than $y, that is x variable is less than, sorry, I have to use it as what, with the string, right. So hyphen gt greater than $y, is it so? No. So test $x is greater than $y, no, it returns a non-zero value, exit value as what, 2. Likewise now it is going to check out with LT. Okay, so is $x variable is less than y variable? Yes, so the exit status of this will be written as what, 0, because it is less than, 5 is less than 7. Here 5 is greater than 7, no. Here 5 is equal to 7, no. So these two returns with non-zero values, whereas this returns with a 0 value, that is a 0 value itself, which means it is answer is correct. Likewise next $test, okay, z is greater than $y, xz variable is greater than y variable, yes, so z variable is having the value of 10, whereas y variable is having the value of 7. So 10 is greater than 7, yes, again it returns what, with the value of 0. So this is how the test operator is being used for evaluating any expression within the Unix. So here we have considered the expression for the test command, and the exit status of that particular test command has been shown by using a positional parameter $?. So let me write one simple example of using all the, that is the test operator with the if construct. So if followed by test, okay, so I am giving what, $ash is equal to what, with the 0. So I have given the expression for the if condition as what, test $ash. What does this $ash represent? The number of count within the command line argument, that is argument count what I have given in the command line during the execution. So that count will get stored here. So here I am trying to what, execute this. So then echo value is equal to 0. This should get executed. Okay, so this is the statement, it should get executed here. Else if test, again check with the other one. Okay, $ash is less than 0, okay, then echo value is less than 0, okay, print this, okay, again else echo value is not found. End this if statement. So, how to execute and know what is the output of this command or this shell script here. So, let me show you the execution command of this and tell you the execution command, how does it work here. So, here for the execution of this program, pg.sh, so I have to give the same file name as a command line execution. So, pg.sh, so argument, how many arguments I am going to provide, let me take it as 4 and 5. So, here I have considered 2 arguments with the numeric value of 4 and 5. So, it is going to count these 2 arguments value. So, these 2 arguments values what? 4 and 5. So, argument numbers are 2. So, here $# represent what? The list of or the set of arguments what I have given in the command line. So, in the command line I have given 2 arguments. So, that 2 will be there. So, 2 is equal to 0. No. So, this is going to get doesn't execute. It is going to check with the next one. 2 is less than 0. Again no. So, value is not found. So, this is what you will get. So, if I just change this value, okay, with 1. 2 is less than 1. No. Right. So, if I have given, okay, let me 2 is less, that is again $# less than or equal to 1. So, again 2 is less than 1, 2 is not less than 1. So, again this will not get executed. So, it will execute what? Value is not found, that is the other else part will get executed. So, this is about your program. So, let me take here this operator, if I change to equal to 2. So, 2 is equal to 2, yes, value is equal. So, this will get executed. So, this is how your simple else if statement, simple if construct is going to be used for evaluation of a expression using the test operator. So, this is how it works. Okay. So, this is about your PG dot, that is simple if construct. How does it work? By using a test operator. So, the other 2 forms of the test operator, one is for comparing the 2 string or a null string, and one more is what? Comparing that off with a file, checking the file attributes by using a test operator. That will look in within the next session. We will understand that within the or discuss those topics within the next session. Okay. Thank you all.